Join and save at Sam's Club, your local club, Boardman, 6361 South Avenue, Boardman, Ohio. It's Sam's Club. Join and save.
The Crane Room for your lunch and dinner rendezvous. You'll enjoy their pleasant atmosphere. The Crane Room takes pride in their wide variety menu. Appetizers, sandwiches, soups, salads, entrees, pasta, and the best burgers in town. Newcastle's best selection of domestic, import, and craft beers from around the world, and the Crane Room features a 35-tap draft system. Ask about their daily specials that will please you every time. The Crane Room is located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
Let's talk with Norm.
We're with
Norm Lutton.
Norm, you're the owner of Crazy Car Restoration. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's a new company we're opening up. Originally, we was Lutton Auto Repair, and we're adding on a little bit. And we're trying to bring out some custom cars for people somewhere in between the $5,000 and $20,000 range, what people can actually afford today. Anymore, you know, all these cars are so expensive. We're just trying to make ends meet for other people.
That sounds great now.
But I've been fixing cars for over 35 years.
That's great.
So when you have a repair, big or small, call Norm.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store or at their restaurant in Newcastle, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions. Bill's Bake Shop will make you happy. Bill Cast is the owner, and he and his staff keep the tradition going with all those bakery items that you remember as a kid. Just to name a few items, Bill makes cream sticks, cinnamon rolls, bear claws, cream horns, cannoli, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, pizza, and so much more. Bill's Bake Shop, located at 228 North Liberty Street in the Mahoningtown section of Newcastle, is open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and Sunday, 7 to 2, closed on Monday. Bill's, where smiles are everywhere. Call 724-654-4223.
The Beanery Depot and Deli. Coffee, made-to-order subs, snacks, and more. Meatball sandwiches, fresh and hot. Pepperoni rolls, fish sandwiches, chicken, milkshakes. The Beanery Deli. When you're hungry for something special, and it won't cost you a lot of beans.
It's winter, so come on inside, sit down, grab a cup of hot cocoa, and watch NCTV45.
It's NewsWatch Weekend Edition for February 14th, 2015. I'm Gary West for NCTV45, and happy Valentine's Day. We have sports and weather coming up for you shortly with Angelo, so stay with us. If you're a Lawrence County property owner, you'll need to know that property tax bills were mailed out on Friday, February 13th. Beginning February 18th, you can go to the county's website at co.lawrence.pa.us/property and click on Pay County Property Taxes Online. The end of the discount period for paying county taxes will be May 4th. The face value payment period will end on July 6th. And if you have to pay between July 7th and the end of the year, December 31st, you will be paying that penalty. After December 31st, your statement will go to the Lawrence County Tax Claim Bureau. You can pay your taxes at the county treasurer's office at the courthouse, or you can mail them, as usual, to Lawrence County Treasurer, 430 Court Street, Newcastle, PA 16101, and to receive a receipt, include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Elwood City Borough has been praised by American Municipal Power Incorporated for its efficient energy use. The borough buys its electrical power wholesale from American Municipal Power. Elwood City is a front-runner in LED lighting technology. Appalachian Lighting, an Elwood City company, manufactures LED lighting, made Elwood City the first U.S. municipality to have that type of energy-reducing lighting 100% outdoors. The borough has seen a reduction of more than 60% in its energy usage, and Elwood City provides energy and money-saving tips for residents to reduce their energy footprint, assist the community, and lower monthly bills. The Lawrence County Conservation District is now taking orders for its annual tree, seedling, and plant sale. The deadline to order is April 2nd. Orders must be prepaid and picked up at the county warehouse on April 25th. The warehouse is located just behind the courthouse. You can order forms from the Lawrence County Conservation District website at www.lawrencecd.org. Or you can call the office at 724-652-4512. You should know that proceeds from the sale support the Conservation District's environmental education programs. I have more news to check for you a little later on. Stay with us. We'll come back after these messages with Angelo and a look at sports.
The Globe Leader, your hometown newspaper since 1880. Go to nwglobe.com to read fascinating articles. If you know someone who would enjoy this amazing publication as much as you do, why not give them a gift subscription? I am excited about getting this into the homes of as many people as possible. Please send their email address and we'll do the rest. Call 724-946-8098. That's the Globe Leader, your hometown newspaper since 1880.
They look like you should be able to find them in a lot of the bigger, more expensive department stores.
I love this shrug. This shrug is by far my favorite accessory with this clothing line. This shrug allows me to wear it short and sexy or long and a little bit more flirty and flowy. So the transformation just happens just very uniquely by flipping the garment upside down. So if I remove my arms, flip the garment upside down, losing that scarf and collared effect, but again, taking that scarf and transforming it to the lower half, making it long and sleek. Super simple.
All in a nutshell, 102 and 117 North Mercer Street in Newcastle. Visit Keith and Margot Jackson for that new look. The latest in women's and men's clothing. Treat yourself today. You'll be glad you did.
We have a great relationship with Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle at 210 East Washington Street. And whenever you watch Focus NC, my wardrobe is furnished by Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors.
Welcome, and now it's time for sports. And this is the time when everybody turns their attention to Valentine's Day and the high school basketball playoffs. The number 6 Newcastle Red Hurricanes will play South Park, and it was at a site to be determined. We are finding out that it's possibly at Moon Township. We will verify that later on this weekend. The Laurel Spartans will go up against the Waynesburg Raiders at Peters Township today at 2:30. The Washington Little Prexies, well, they're going to take on the Neshannock Lancers at a site to be determined on Wednesday. And Union will take on the California Trojans at a site to be determined on Tuesday. The reason for those site to be determined, the people in charge of the tournament try to get the best fit for the people attending so that they can get the most people into one area and gym. In college hoops, Westminster will take on Teal at home, and that's a 3:30 tip-off. So travel out to New Wilmington, then stop and get a bite to eat. Enjoy that Valentine's Day. Girls, that might be a good gift for the guys. And the Pitt Panthers are at home to play the North Carolina Tar Heels, and that's a 12 noon start. Penn State, well, they're at the Bryce Jordan Center, and they're going to take on the Maryland Terrapins at 8:30 this evening. And let's not forget those Duquesne Dukes. Well, they're on the road playing the Massachusetts Minutemen with a 4 p.m. tip-off. And by the way, I heard the weather up in Massachusetts is supposed to be real interesting this weekend. The Colonials, who are 12 and 13, are hosting Central Connecticut today at noon. So that gives you an idea of what's going on in high school and our region's college basketball schedule. Now, let's take a look at the NHL. The Pens are on the road Sunday to play the Chicago Blackhawks with a 12:30 face-off, and it's going to be a nationally televised game. You're going to want to take a look at that, and in between periods, you might want to tune in to 183 to see if those Lawrence County Lightning, I have a feeling it's going to be on this weekend. We're waiting to hear from Comcast about that viewer's guide. Defenseman Christian Ehrmanhoff sat out his 7th consecutive game because of a concussion when the Pens played Ottawa the other night. But he could return to practice this weekend. You might recall that the Pens won that game against the Senators 5-4. He hasn't skated with the team yet. Until he skates with the team, he won't be playing, said Coach Mike Johnson. Now, we're going to go back to Gary right after these messages.
It's Little Johnny's Pizza 2 in downtown Newcastle with a great variety menu that you will tell everybody about. Chris Quiera, the owner, is here with more information.
Stop down and see us at Little Johnny's 2. We're located at 130 East Washington Street, or give us a call at 724-657-2210.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, they're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065. Joshua Sun Rehabilitation Center. From the moment you arrive, you know that you're in the right place. Dr. John Wrightson listens first. He pays attention to detail and then makes the determination. Joshua Sun Rehabilitation. We make the pain go away.
Whether it's a scheduled appointment or same-day service, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning offers 24/7 service for commercial, industrial, and residential, as well as fire and water damage restoration. Using state-of-the-art technology, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning experts are ready to professionally clean your carpet today. Call DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning for a free in-home estimate. Thank you for making us Lawrence and Mercer County's largest carpet cleaner.
And remember, nobody gets your carpet cleaner.
It's Butts Flowers when you want a wide variety of flowers for any occasion. They also have a selection of fine gifts and more. Butts Flowers is conveniently located in downtown Newcastle at 120 East Washington Street. Call Butts Flowers at 724-652-7727 or toll free from anywhere, 1-800-443-7726. It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle. NewsWatch Weekend Edition continues. Thanks for being with us. More news. First Merit Bank has announced it will move its downtown Newcastle branch to the Cascade Center at the Riverplex. That's also in downtown Newcastle. They're currently located in the First Merit Plaza on North Mill Street, and they will be closing at the end of business on April 10th. The new office will open on April 13th. There will be no staff changes. North Swickley Police Chief Jack Bexey asked PennDOT about 6 months ago to reevaluate the signs at the Route 351 River Road intersection near the Koppel Bridge, the site of several serious accidents, including a fatality. PennDOT did a traffic study and agreed to change those signs. They're going to remove the sign under the stop sign for motorists traveling south on Route 351 that reads, "Accept right turn." The change will be that all traffic traveling south will have to stop. A stop sign for traffic traveling north on River Road toward Elwood City will remain, and there will be an additional sign stating that traffic going north on Route 351 from the Koppel Bridge does not stop. Changes will be made in the springtime of this year. Attorney John DeCaro has announced he will be a candidate for judge of the Lawrence County Court of Common Pleas. Judge Thomas Picone is going to retire at the end of this year. DeCaro of Elwood City plans to run on both Democratic and Republican ballots in the May 19th primary. DeCaro is 47 years of age and received his bachelor's degree from Penn State and his law degree from the Toledo College of Law. And just a reminder, Monday, February 16th is President's Day, and in observance, government offices and some agencies will be closed. Now, if you're a parent or a grandparent of students in the Newcastle area school district, you'll need to know that they're the only district in Lawrence County that will be closed on President's Day, Monday. The other schools have scheduled classes as a snow makeup day. So again, Newcastle school system off Monday. The rest of the school districts in Lawrence County will have classes. Stay right where you are. We're going to take a brief time out from some of our great sponsors, and we'll come back with Angelo and a look at that complete weather forecast for Lawrence County and the Newcastle area. And then we'll be in together on set with a wrap-up. And I have a little bit of President's Day history for you, so stick around.
The Land of Oz, located next to Subway on Washington Street, features unique clothing for that special design, one of a kind. Also, accessories of every sort, team logo and school logo, also jeans, tops. For that special look, it's the Land of Oz, located in downtown Newcastle next to Subway. Whether it's time to fix the furnace, throw the salt, shovel the drive, it's Paul D. Weller Hardware. We have what you need. Whether it's time to get warm, make the macaroni, make the ravioli, make the pizzelles, throw another log on the fire, or get ready for Christmas. It's Paul D. Weller Hardware. Hey, let's go sled ride. Hey, welcome, and it's time to look at that NCTV45 weather for Newcastle and Lawrence County. And whoa, after a minus 5 degrees last night, a little chilly, we have a cuddle alert for the weekend. Yes, Saturday you'll see snow showers with a high of 23. The wind chill value will be as low as -1. Blustery winds could gust up to 32 miles an hour. The chance of precipitation, 90%. So don't worry, you're going to see it. Snow will be 1 to 3 inches. Saturday night, there's a chance of snow showers, cloudy with a low around -4. Wind chill values as low as -21. Blustery with a northwest wind, 17 to 20 miles an hour. With gusts as high as 36, the chance of precipitation, 40%. Now, Sunday, there's a chance of snow showers, mainly before 10. Mostly cloudy, cold, with a high of 3. A northwest wind at 14 to 16 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. The chance of precipitation, 30%. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low -8. And President's Day, as I say all the time, get out that suntan lotion, because it's going to be a high of 15 degrees under sunny skies. It's going to feel like Florida. You know, we could be surfing on the Neshannock here. And Monday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 5. Now, with a weather forecast like that, you can understand why I said it's definitely a cuddle alert weekend. So grab your honey, stay warm. We're going to show you what the rest of the forecast looks for your work week, and we'll be back to Gary right after these messages. It's 2P's Thrifts and Gifts, 2626 Elwood Road, for the best in giftware and original merchandise. Stop by 2P's Thrifts and Gifts. Check out their many treasures. Gently worn clothing, original items, one of a kind, and also furniture. Something for everyone. Men's clothes, accessories for the house. It's 2P's Thrifts and Gifts, 2626 Elwood Road. Stop by. There's a treasure waiting for you.
NewsWatch Weekend Edition continues for this Valentine's Day, February 14th. Angelo is with me on set now. And Ange, I see you're dressed in red for Valentine's Day.
I'm all set and ready to go.
Does your wife care?
No, not really, but I look good anyway.
As you would say, there you go.
And it hides the spaghetti stain so well.
Oh, that was a good one. That was good because Angelo just made some special spaghetti. So let's talk about that. Cook in the Castle. Angelo is our resident chef here, and what's coming up?
I ran it by the girls today at the high school. They were totally amazed. Here's a shout out to Ben. Ben, you're getting closer to having macaroni and meatballs. I'm really working the system.
What system?
Well, I'll tell you. We made sauce in a crock pot. Now, I don't want to say her name, but there was a conversation one day about jarred sauce, and you can't do that, especially in Newcastle. So I perfected this situation where you get paste and you get puree just like you're making regular sauce. And you have meatballs and everything in there. But how about this? You go to turn it on. You go to work. It's on low. When you come home, you open up the box of penne and put it right in the sauce. And it cooks right in the sauce. And then you have to, I'm not going to tell you what you have to do to get it to be perfect because you got to watch the show. But 45 minutes later, you have macaroni and meatballs in one pot. You use the liner, and guess what? Cleanup's a snap. Everything goes in the dishwasher, and then it's on to dessert.
It's Cooking the Castle, and that's going to be the next one on Thursday, right?
That's on Thursday, yes.
Okay, we're looking forward to that one. Never heard of it, but well, actually, I did hear of it through him back in the summertime. He made angel hair pasta in the crock pot. It was an aglio olio, as we say in Italian, aglio olio, and with the angel hair. It was really good. I wasn't sure if it'd be good in a crock pot. It really is good. So I'm anxious to test this one out. And what you said, you use penne pasta, right?
Yeah, I use penne on this one. Kind of change it up, and I will give you this tip: if you get and you're doing something and you've left the penne in there a little too long and you have to loosen it up, all you could do is grab a bottle of water, put it in there, maybe half to the whole bottle, those little ones, and mix it around, and it's just fresh hot pasta right there. Right,
yeah, so
right at your fingertips will be.
That sounds real practical for especially those of you that work all day long. Well, President's Day is Monday, February 18th, and little history. You want to hear a little history?
I'm ready for history.
Did you ever teach history?
I sure did.
That's what I thought. For those of you that don't know, Angelo is a certified teacher as well, different school systems. President's Day is an American holiday celebrated on the third Monday in February every year, and originally it was established in 1885 in recognition of President George Washington. It's still officially called, did you know this, Ange? Washington's birthday by the federal government. And we all call it President's Day, of course, and traditionally celebrated on February 22nd. That's Washington's actual birthday. The holiday became popularly known as President's Day after it was moved as part of 1971's Uniform Monday Holiday Act. It took them a while to pass that bill, Ange, because they brought it forth in 1968, but it didn't get passed until 71. And this was an attempt to create more 3-day weekends for the nation's workers. While several states still have individual holidays honoring the birthdays of Washington and Abraham Lincoln and other figures, President's Day is now popularly viewed as a day to celebrate all U.S. presidents, past and present. By the way, Abraham Lincoln's birthday is February 12th, which has already passed. So here comes the question. 4 chief executives of the United States were born in February. Of course, we know it's George Washington and Abraham Lincoln were 2 out of 4. Do you know what the other 3? Do you know the other 2, 3 and 4?
I cheated.
Oh, you already saw it. That's all right. Why don't you tell everybody?
No, I'm going to let you do it. I didn't know. Actually, I didn't know, but I have something to add to this.
Yeah, well, okay, it was William Henry Harrison and Ronald Reagan.
And that's great. That is really great.
Only 4 presidents born in February. So have a good President's Day on Monday, February 18th. And in the newscast earlier, I mentioned that the Newcastle school system is the only school system in Lawrence County that will be closed Monday. All the other districts will have classes.
Yeah. George Washington's father was okay with him chopping down the cherry tree after he found out that he chopped it down. Did you know that? Yeah, because what he found out was the cherries were actually going to cook in the castle, and they were going to make a nice cherry pie. And it's part of my family heritage that we had those cherry pies.
In the 1700s,
Yes.
there was a cook in the castle.
It was.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It was Antonio Perrotta, and he was a great-grandfather sometimes. A little humor there.
That's great history. I love to hear that local history. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us, Angelo.
So have some cherry pie and go to a White Cell.
I wish we had an apple. We laid out.
Our producer's talking right now. Did you hear what he said?
All I know is no food for him.
I think he's talking with food in his mouth. Okay. So anyway, what did you give him? Some energy drinks before you give that here? Well, anyway, we do before we wrap up. What's coming up? Basketball. Anything basketball we need to know?
Well, we're working on. There's so many things going on right now. One, we're going to do a little change on our set and on our logo. We've gone through another upgrade to bring better viewing to the people in Newcastle and Lawrence County. For you DirecTV viewers, we actually have calls in, and they actually got back to us, so we're working with them. Comcast is doing some things for us also, so they're going to get back in a week. So it's been hard to keep up with just about everything that's going on. We have some special interviews and other things with the basketball teams that are in the playoffs.
So there's the answer to the basketball question. There it was right there. Took you a while to get there, but it was there.
Well, during the course of the day, some days,
he's a busy guy. He really is. All kidding aside, there's a lot that goes on. I don't mean to interrupt you, Ange, but there's a lot that goes on here at NCTV45 that you don't know about, and I just wanted to say, kudos, give Angelo kudos for everything he does. He and the rest of the staff here at NCTV45. A lot going on behind the scenes. You were saying.
Well, thanks for that. Yeah, so we're going to try to give this a real type of polish that will make Newcastle and everybody real proud of what we've achieved, where we're going. Hats off to Cindy and Robert Hall. By the end of this week, we're going to have a women's dress shop in downtown. Let's not forget we have the Land of Oz. We have Main Street Clothiers. Progress is being made. Special shout out to my friend, by the way, down in Melbourne, Florida, watching, Samuel Townsend and Rob Townsend. I want to give them a hearty hello. I've been talking with them. Also, I want to wish a happy Valentine's Day to my wife and my little lady, Alex.
And 2x2.
Yeah, and 2x2. So those are some of the things that have been going on in just the past few days.
And a big shout out, happy birthday to your brother-in-law, Dennis Alisco. When was his birthday?
His birthday was it was last weekend, but we had it on Monday. So, and I couldn't resist. And then today, earlier in the morning, this is the 40th anniversary of Saturday Night Live.
Oh, I know.
And I couldn't help but watch the Brady with no hair in the balls. I just absolutely love that. And Dennis, that was for you. Please, if you get a chance, watch that. But watch Saturday Night Live Sunday night. It's going to be great.
Well, since he mentioned Saturday Night Live, I just wanted to add something. They're going to give it's either the first Saturday Night Live from 1975 or or one of the earlier ones with George Carlin as host. That's going to be on Saturday night. And then they're getting ready for the big one Sunday, 3-hour special. That'll be the 40th anniversary special. And I hear it's going to be spectacular.
Well,
they're gonna try to get back as many on the program. There's like a big reunion, as many of the cast members, past and present, as possible.
This is an actual fact. The first Saturday Night Live was with George Carlin. And prior to that first Saturday Night Live, when they had the primetime players, they were only going to pick 2 of the primetime players to be the regulars on Saturday Night Live. But the show went over so well that Lauren Michael decided to keep everybody. Thus, you have the Saturday Night Live today.
And NBC trusted Lauren Michaels because, that was unheard of. That even today,
Right.
That's unheard of, let alone back then in '75. So they trusted him, and it worked out. Rest is history. That's one of my favorite programs. But speaking of programs, you have a lot of programs to watch right here at NCTV45. We got the radio side as well, NC Radio 450. And you can see some of our programming on Comcast 183. And as Angelo just mentioned a little while ago, he's working on a deal with DirecTV subscribers. That's going to do it. You got anything else?
That's it. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day today, and happy President's Day on Monday. I'm Gary West for NCTV 45.
And I'm Angelo Perrotta. We'll see you now.
It's winter, so come on inside, grab a cup of hot cocoa, and sit down and watch NCTV 45.